Hey guys, my name is Logan Andor Frost, and welcome back to the creepiest and ominous loading screen in any video game, really. It's like this creepy woman who starts to sing. I'm not in that rotation of it. Anyways, not the point. The point is, welcome back to Let It Die. This is it. Is it there? Where the fuck? There it is, on my face. Just so you guys know, I'm disgusting as a human being. Cool. Regardless, hey guys, welcome back to Let It Die. So a lot of you guys were asking me to kind of cover the general updates, and there's a big one that just came to Let It Die as of late. Oh, voices. Oh, English in Japan. Okay, got it. I was like, what the fuck? But as you guys can see, there is a Easter Bunny theme to the game. Let's quickly go through that right now. If we go to news, I believe the bubble is. I'm not sure if recording is going to be here. Regardless, I'll make you guys able to see what I'm seeing, or at least an adaptation of it. Anyways, so right here is what we're going to be looking at. Damn it, this. So one, there was a general update to Let It Die. UI changes, you know, the souls look a bit different. I'm not sure about everything else. In fact, I'm probably in editing right now. Go and look if there's any actual details on changes that they've made, or if it's simply like, we changed the UI up a little bit and blah, 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 blah. Or if it's like, hey, when your grade 5 fighter goes to a floor, he doesn't always have to encounter a god tier enemy that's like, whatever the hell, like a grade 5 fighter that is decked out in the highest resistant armor when you're on level 1 or 2, considering level 1's a waiting room. My point being that that's a problem to me, and we'll move on. We'll talk about that in a sec as well, my anger with the game. Anyways, it's because I love it, is what essentially it's gonna boil down to. But anyways, this one is actually pretty cool. Essentially, Let It Die apparently was gonna be a game called Lily Bergamo. I'm not sure if I said that right, but that was apparently gonna be the game, and that's essentially what we have now is Let It Die. But that's awesome that that's kind of like a callback to them. I had no idea. Anyways, so essentially they gave us a decal. I already got it. I'll show it to you guys in a sec. But apparently, I thought it was gonna be a decal. Sorry, not a decal. I'm so sorry. Some of you guys were like, you learn to fucking go open a book and figure out how to pronounce it. Despite I always call myself out on it. It's like you're kicking a man that's already down on the ground, going like this. It's like, good job. Anyway, what I was saying beforehand though is I got this decal, and apparently it's only good to be sold. You can sell for $10,000, and that's a description of it. It's like, hey, this does nothing, but you can sell it for some money. But you don't know. I'm not. I'm gonna keep it in the hopes that one day, maybe they're like, hey, guess what? You hanged on to this thing. Does extra damage, gives you more health, maybe gives you more experience. I don't know why they wouldn't just make it do those things that are kind of stagnant and are just nice to have, but no way necessary. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't do that. But anyways, moving on. I like the fact that it's a little tag to remember the previous game. Kind of like a little callback to what could have been. Anyways, the other event that we might be doing in this video or the next one is called Into the Pit. And I'm not sure if it's new gear or if it's old gear, but you can acquire it easier. I'm leaning on it's old gear, but you can acquire it easier. I'm not sure about that. But essentially, let me read what Senpai Death says. Senpai! Loudness. I'm not gonna make any more comments like that. It's all gonna be him. Looks like South Tokyo's biggest, baddest gang has gone and equipped themselves with some knight's armor, and they're going wild with executioner rider motorcycle weapons. Huh. Okay, wow, that's a mouthful. I wonder if that's a special brand of the motorbike thing, because I think it is. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Word has it these crazy jerks call themselves Knight Riders. Makes sense because they're in knight armor riding a motorcycle weapon. Anyways, moving on. I've seen them tag their gang signs using snazzy Japanese characters all over the Tower of Barbs. They seem to have chosen that floor on the 33rd floor as their new stomping grounds. So that's the floor we're gonna be going to. I'm not sure. This is me talking now, not quoting anymore. Probably could put that together, but I'm not sure if that's gonna be a good thing because the 33rd floor, it's pretty up there. It's like, I may not be able to stomp on that guy like I did the previous, but if I continue reading, I think they've learned. But we'll see. If you set foot in their hideouts, I bet they'll greet you with a hell of a lot more than a friendly hello. But why do I bother warning you? I know you can't resist the urge to smack a wasp's nest and see what comes out. Wasp neps? Is that fucking, I can't say that, Jesus. If you successfully raid their base when they're home, I'm pretty sure you'll pick up some of their equipment. Yeah, I'm worried that this is gonna be some like next level difficulty. Like it's no longer gonna be like, haha, have fun. It's like, ooh, shit. Like these people are gonna be decked out to the whole 9 yards. I don't know, man. I'm already worried. Event details. During the event period, venturing to this place on the 33rd floor, the Night Riders will only appear there on dates and times listed above. Defeating Night Riders will result in treasure tubers, enemy appearing, sorry. Here's the thing, here's the big importance. Defeat the treasure tuber, and it will drop a treasure box containing one of the following blueprints. That takes away the chance of killing them and not receiving anything, which hopefully they learned, and hopefully that's how it works. It's not like just a misworded sentence where it's like, hey, guess what? You could kill them and get nothing, ha! Or, but then again, there's still the RNG. At least I think they haven't said that it's not possible, but there's still the RNG that you're gonna get the same thing over and over again. So you're gonna kill one of them, and you might get the Knight Rider or the Knight's helmet 3 times. You know what I mean? So it could be kind of like a fuck off kind of situation. I'm hoping it's not though. I have the most hopes for this event, and I hope it's better than the last one. Not that the last one was entirely awful, but it's just the farm was way too farmy, and it wasn't. It felt often. You want to have a farm that's fun, right? Like this, like, oh, can't wait to see what I get next. Not, this is the 8th time I've done this and I've got the same thing. Like, it kind of just beats you down. You don't want that. At least I don't think that's what you should design an event for. For the person to feel destroyed after they're done doing it. Yeah, but for the weapon, we can get the Executioner's Ride. Really want that. It's the motorcycle thing. But, I mean, I don't mean to complain, but, acquiring blueprints is never the battle. It's requiring the, like, 17 different resources that requires you to make it more than just once or twice, sorry. That's where the pain lies, not necessarily in acquiring the blueprint, but going through with making it. I don't mean to destroy the fun, but, oh, I didn't look at this one, actually. This one will be a first for me, too. Yeah, when you guys commented, we're like, hey, man, they've released a bazooka, and I'm like, I feel like that's a good look. Bazooka in like almost all of the like areas are contained, so seems like you're gonna murder yourself with a bazooka indoors, but we'll see. I haven't read this one actually. Hey Senpai, how? This is actually fine though, because I don't like fight, I don't use guns, sorry. I don't use guns that much because I just don't really find they're dependable unless you really spec into them. And in that case, you're just doing so much damage, it's not really depending on them, it's just they're able to one-shot everything. Which I like a weapon that stays with me, like my cleaver, I can go like 3 floors and have it, whereas my other one, I'm not sure if I can, like an assault rifle. Anyways, so yeah, the Yotsuyama must be like the group of like terror that keeps like throwing their people at us and murdering the shit out of us. So, well, they're back. Yeah, so this must be the event that came right after the previous one. Dang it. Yeah, you'd have to mess around with the 22 floor and the 29th. Well, actually that makes sense, because it's the, yeah, okay, I get you. So we skipped this one. I'm sorry, guys, but getting a rocket launcher is probably really fun. I'm not sure if I would want to use it in the worst conditions imaginable, but, yeah, me and editing, read all this, but right now I don't want to make too long of a video, but yes, from what I gather, it's like all the other events, go to set areas, kill stuff, except this event, it seems like they've actually made it like a castle, like a fort you have to go into and clear, and then you get a special enemy to spawn. I'm worried it's like a boss. I'm underestimating it. But anyways, also this is the whole thing that you guys are seeing around you. It's basically Easter eggs. Really clever, real cute. But yeah, essentially they've wanted us to level up our characters, and I only imagine that's so that we can take on the events. But anyways, we get Easter eggs similar to like golden creatures, etc. If we send our people on expeditions, they bring back these. Gain experience, which is pretty cool. So again, if you have like lower level characters, you can get higher and higher and higher. Again, I think that's kind of a broken system, because again, if you get to the highest grade of fighter, you're facing fucking god tier enemies and etc. So it's like, I'm not sure if that makes sense. Anyways, let's jump into the actual game itself, and I'll tell you guys the progress that I've made. But essentially, we got 3 events. We've got the Easter egg update, which has a bunch of new little bells and whistles. You guys will see when we jump into the actual game. And then we have the one, go to floor 20 and 29, and you'll have a chance to get this one dude to spawn that has a bunch of guns and is in like a weird costume and etc. And then we have the event that we're going to be doing, hopefully tonight, which is trying to get the armor set, the Knight's armor set, which is actually my character's appropriate level, so I'm not sure if this is going to be like, let's have fun, or if it's going to be like, God help me, I'm dying. I just want to get this one thing. I hope it's not that, but it might be. Also, look at this bald man. I want another collector class, and I thought I'd change it up, so of course he's bald, and I'm lagging hardcore. Are you okay, game? You good? Jesus. Jesus Christ. Also, it was fun. I just logged in and went to do my whole, like, clear out my mailbox and send my fighters on expeditions, etc. I just try to do that every so often, just so I have a lot of gear and a lot of other bells and whistles. But of course, when I come back, I've got rated so much they have no more money, pretty much. And you guys might be like, "What the fuck? You got $37?" That's what I just got by getting my expeditions rewards back, which is a good amount of money, but still, it's not fun to come back to the game and be like, "And I got destroyed," and everybody destroyed all of my fighters. Yay! But yeah, this is new. This is new, by the way. It is Easter, and they've got all the stuff all decked out. Look at all that craziness. But yeah, this guy is a level 0 collector class, which can hold a ton of stuff, hence why I put the effort in to get him. But yeah, let's eat some of these, and I hope it all goes well. Can I just switch to that? Yep, I can. Do I have gold and silver? Is that the ones I have? Bronze. Never mind, I don't got gold. But it gives us a little bit of experience. It says gain experience. Does that mean does that mean I'm gaining, or does that mean I'm receiving that much experience? We'll see. You'll just eat it. Just fucking eat me. Wait, what? Do I cash these into you, ma'am? Yeah, I have 2 of those. Weird that they've changed that slightly. But yeah, this one can be sold for $10,000 and this was the special, like, hey, our game used to be called Lily That, and you can sell it, but I don't want to sell it because I feel like it may change. I feel like they may pull one of those fast ones on us and be like, hey, like, I can't eat this, can I? Maybe I can. Maybe it just wouldn't let me. Can I eat this? Okay, I can. I don't know why it couldn't let me eat it in my inventory. That was stupid, game. I can level up. Yeah, 2,000's that's a lot. It's a lot. We got 11,000 inventor shrooms. And by 11,000, I mean 11. Sorry, don't know why I went crazy there. Anyways, boom. So now there's level 0, with just like a couple mushrooms, not a lot in it at all, can level up quite a bit. Correct? Correct, probably. I don't know, man. Let's give you, I guess, strength and stamina. That's all I really spec you guys for, honestly. And then vitality. I would prefer if you didn't die, you know. Good? Alright, cool. Holy shit. Are you kidding me? He was able to get 7,000 health? How much health can you get? Like, how much more can I invest? A lot. I can invest more, like 6 more points. My freaking decal guy has 0 health, pretty much. It's really sad. It's weird that this guy gets so much. But yeah, we've got a lot of Easter stuff here. Boom, that. As well as you guys can see all the crazy little things. So it's cool that they're putting events directly into the game. Like, it's like a fun little thing. I wonder if you can buy Easter eggs from here. I imagine if anywhere, it'd be here. Okay, or not, never mind. Maybe from the store itself? Nope, just my crazy amount of equipment. Got it. All right, so this is the guy we're gonna be going up topside, trying to mess around with that event, just seeing what it is. But really quickly, I want to talk to you guys about the idea that it comes across oftentimes when I play this game that I hate it and I despise it and etc. Because I'm always like, this is an issue, and I go all in depth into that. Usually the only time when I do that is to me when it's a problem that I can bite my teeth and get over, but I have a lot more writing on this game for me. Like, I know, by that I mean I know you guys like to see it and I like to make content for it. I also love playing it. But I know some people that are just the normal people that play games and they have a job and they get 3 hours or so to play a game. They're not going to be able to play this game if that's the case. Again, I feel like if this game kept the same momentum as it did from level 1 to 10 in terms of being able to get resources pretty doable, like it wasn't the worst case scenario. It also didn't cost 17 different resources. Like, in order for me to level up my chopper, which I actually think I might be able to do. Probably should have done that beforehand. But in order to upgrade, I need 9 different resources. So that's where, like, you just reach this stopping point. And again, level 1 to 10, it was like this fun mentality of, again, like, I remember upgrading this, and it was just awesome, being able to see how it evolved, being able to see what I got next. I loved it. I thought it was great. But then again, there's this momentum change that just, I think, destroys a lot of the fun for the game. And it's not that I'm not aware that, you know, the higher you get, the harder it's supposed to get. I realize that. But to me, I thought the game was really smart about doing that. Essentially, if you wanted a brutal, skull-crushing time, you could just keep diving upwards. But if you didn't want to do that, you could hold back a little bit, grind the lower levels that you just got up to, build some armor, get ready for the next wave, and then go up topside with a lot easier of a time because you prepared. Now, preparing is not even nearly better than just going up there. To me, when you reach level 30, you're far better just going forward. To like stop and go collect, again, you have to collect 9 different resources that drop from like 10 other parts of the map. It's just too much to get to. And again, that's just one item. That's just one weapon that costs that. And then you have another body armor you gotta consider, because you gotta be resilient against their weapons, so now you're collecting another, what is that, 7 more resources. And that's just for one upgrade of the said resource that barely increases the resistance. You do that like 10 more times. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm kind of like, I want this game to succeed so much because I think it's such a gem of a game. I think it's so different and so weird and bonkers and amazing that when I do see problems like that destroy a giant chunk of the player base, I am like, I don't know why you're building your game for that way. Like, to me, it's like, you're building your games so only the 1% that get through it are able to really enjoy it. To me, where again, I don't feel like you should build your game for the 1%. I don't feel like you should build your game for the 5%. I feel like you should build your game for the majority of people. Now, I'm not saying does that make it destroy the difficulty aspect of it. I'm just saying that maybe build other routes so that people can mess around with the lower levels. So again, maybe, I don't know, maybe make a crucible where you have to go into this battle arena and you don't lose anything. It's simply go in there, test your skill, and leave. And if you are able to handle like this, essentially what I was thinking was, what if you went into this octagon, just circle of an arena, and they kept throwing enemies after you? And it was basically like gladiators. Like gladiators except weirdness with whatever the people that make this game would come up with. And throughout the thing, you could chant, you could do your little emotes, which would be dangerous as hell, but doing that would give you the ability to maybe get an armor piece to drop, or maybe get a weapon to drop. So you'd go from having no weapons to something. And you could constantly keep hitting a button to go even further and further and further, and that would give you money, and that would give you resources. Resources is the main thing I'd want. And maybe in order to even buy a ticket to this place, you would need to do something. I don't know, maybe it's like do a quest and you get a ticket, like a side quest, or maybe just find a ticket quest, or maybe a special mushroom that's a pass. That's the one thing I'd want to see. I want to have some mechanic that is there to give me resources, and the higher you go, the more resources you attain. That'd be the thing I'd want. Because to me right now, there's no good way to get resources besides dedicating 3 hours to going in between levels. And I thought that'd be easier with a higher level character, but it just becomes impossible with a higher level character because you're fighting so high level of enemies. So that's my only thing. Essentially what I'm trying to say is the only reason I'm tough on the game is because I want it to do so good. That's the point, is I want it to be successful. So I'm trying to be like, I don't think this is smart. I don't think this is a good idea. Maybe you think I'm crazy, but I don't think it's a good idea. But anyways, sorry about that. I just wanted to quickly talk about that because to me it's like, I want this game to do good, and I'm just worried that it's gonna not because of obvious reasons. Anyways, moving on. I would not have thought my cleaver being the saving grace of my build, by the way. I don't remember the floor that the event's going on, and crap. They wouldn't mark it by chance, nope. Is it 33? Also, is it, can I even do it today? I also didn't check that. I couldn't imagine Saturday not being the day that, like, to do it. I feel like if anything, that's a weekend. Why would you not put the event on for that? It is the 33rd. I'm gonna take a picture. Let it die. That man was depressed. That man was seriously depressed. The best part about loading in the game is it takes 10 years to catch up because it's like stroking out. Again, the game I think is optimized for PS Pro, something I do not have. So I'm kind of just sitting here with broken parts trying to make something. Oh, that's neat. They've changed the colors of the things. That's gonna make the wiki fucking angry because the wiki has its own special thing. Anyways, that is solid screamo. Okay, but nope. Is it not here, or is it this damn room right here? I'm gonna be back, and we're gonna make something happen because we've just talked this entire video, so I want something else to be here. Cool. Hey guys, me here in post and editing. Yes, that actually will be the end. Surprisingly enough, yeah, the next video we're actually going to be doing way more than I thought. Essentially, the 33rd floor that it's asking is to the left, but in order to actually get access to it, you need to go upwards, beat a boss that we haven't beat, so that's what we're going to do next time. And then, of course, as all Let It Die videos, it ends in rage. So if you hate that or love that, it's what exists in the next video. Maybe skip it, maybe watch it, I don't know. Bye, guys.